everyone, and welcome to the OWASP Disciple. In this video, I'm going to show you how to solve the dangerous exercise from the justCTF competition. In this application, we can see a new thread button and then two posts, which are threads, one here, another one here. If we take a look at source code, there is a flag endpoint that will check if this request comes from an allowed IP, and it will pass the username of the session and the IP from the request. If we are able to bypass this validation, then we will get the flag. Here on the existing tables, we can see that there is a replies table that has content, IP, and username. And on the thread template, we can see that the reply content gets included here, the reply username is included here, and the reply IP is used here. So for the username, if we go to this thread, we can already see that the username is janitor. But how can we generate a session token with the username janitor? For this, first, we can raise an exception by calling this post to /id with no content parameter. This will raise an exception. Once we do that, we get a response saying the reply content cannot be empty with a runtime error. This happens because the show exception setting is enabled. The most important thing here for us to create a session with a username janitor is this secret from the rack session. Using this secret, we will be able to create a session token for a username of our choice. It's also important to see that rack protection encrypted cookie is being used. We can now create this small piece of code with Sinatra, which the server is using, and the encrypted cookie, which also the server is using. Use the rack protection encrypted cookie that we saw earlier with the secret, and then we can create a session that has the username janitor, and we can take this cookie and use it on our dangerous application. Once we do that, we are able to bypass the username check. Now it says that we are connecting from an untrusted IP. So we have to spoof the IP that the server is expecting. To know the IP that the server is expecting, we have two clues on the threads of the application. Here we can see that we have a slice of 6 characters of the SHA-256 of the IP that the server expects with the ID of each thread. We have two threads in total. So on this thread, number 1, we have this slice, and on thread number 2, we have this slice. With this piece of information, we are able to do this piece of code to brute force the IP that the server is expecting. We will try all IPv4 combinations, and when we add it with 1, it will give this slice, and when we add it with 2, it has to give this slice. And when these conditions are met, we will get this IP, 1024.170.69. When we add this IP with the X44 header, we bypass both validations and the server gives us the flag. I hope you enjoyed this solution. Please leave a like and subscribe. See you on the next one.